Hi everybody. So this is a follow-up to a tutorial or a walkthrough that was on ihatemud.com. A number of forums have also addressed this, but I couldn't find anything specific to the 200 series and a step-by-step on how to take out the center stack and then remove that so you could get to the wiring harnesses at the bottom. There are a couple of reasons to do that. If you wanted to add a UHF radio, or you wanted to add additional accessories, maybe something that's powered by an auxiliary battery, but whatever it is you'll be looking to do, in this case, literally I took this apart for a couple of reasons. I was concerned about a spill that had something that spilled through there, so I needed to be able to get under and just make sure that I got all the coffee stains and make sure there was nothing really stuck on the electronic components, because there's really, as you can see, there's a ton of wires, and I went ahead and did quite a bit of cleanup already. So I was able to literally just wipe down the coffee stains, and now to give you a sense of this, this right here is the panel that sits right there. That's sits right there, and then this is that's your cup holder. That panel is on the right, and it covers this space right here, and this panel covers this space right here, and this is your handbrake piece. That right there is the piece that will go onto that space. Now all these pieces literally pull out. The very first thing you pull out is that plastic cover. Now initially when you're pulling it out, you want to use a plastic tool, and you'll see I have taped where I was going to be using this for leverage. So they're actually panel removing tools you can use, but I literally used one that I use for my irrigation system. And when you are pulling this out, you'll feel like you're going to break them, because these clips, there's 7 clips that you'll need to pull. So when it's sitting over here, it's literally sitting this way. So you'll want to start by, actually, let me correct that. It's sitting this way. Look, it's sitting that way, this way. So you want to start by gently prying this, getting the tool under here, and then work your way down. And once you're halfway down here, you've got these 3 clips. What I did is I loosened that clip over there, and then tugged pretty firmly, and it all came out. And then there was a screw that was holding this piece right here to there. So there was a screw holding this piece, and I'll show you that at the end after I put everything together, and a clip at the bottom there. So there's a screw that you need a Phillips or a star screwdriver for, and a plastic clip that holds that piece together. So I'll show you what that clip looks like. You just push the center piece of the clip out. You push the center clip piece of it in and pull it out. So when it's in there, that middle part is flush with the top. So that sits at the bottom right there, and there's a screw that sits in there. And once you've got those 2, that sits there and covers it nicely. So anyway, this is what it's going to look like once you've taken it all apart. One of the things that I want to point out is, in order to remove the center piece here, there's a couple of pieces. There's one piece that covers the parking brake or the handbrake, depending on which part of the world you're viewing this from. And you will need to unclip that, as well as 2 connectors down there. You will actually see you're not able to pull that piece up without disconnecting the harnesses that you can see down here. So now pay attention to where you pull those harnesses from. As you can tell, they're different sizes, so you're not really going to be able to put them back in the wrong place or anything like that. You just want to make sure that by the time you seal everything up, you connect them all together. So it looks pretty messed up right now, so I'll go ahead and put it together and then show you the step-by-step process of taking it apart. So again, it's really important as you place that protective tape, just so that you don't scratch up your plastic. It's really easy to scratch it up. Now this is as far as I went. If you want to remove the refrigerator, let's say for some reason you want to take off this, then you're going to have to disconnect this. It's a lot more involved. You're going to have to remove, let me show you those connectors. You can see all the wires under there that you're going to need to take out. It's a much lengthier process if you're looking to remove those. So you'll want to disconnect those connectors down there if you're looking to take out the refrigerator or the cool box, because you will want to be able to access the screws on the side here. All right. So I'll go ahead and put this back together, and then I'll show you how I got to this point. Again, this is for the 200 series Landcruiser. This particular one is a 2016, and as you all know, these vehicles haven't changed much in a decade, even more. So the basics here would apply to most 200 series, which spans a period of what, 10 12 years, I think. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. I'm going to hit the pause button here and put it back together, and then get back to showing you how I took this apart. This is a one-handed operation, so not a very good way to show you how I'm putting those clips together, but literally push them back and they just snap in place. And then the second one, just push it back and it snaps in place. So that's secured. Then I'll go ahead and I'll make sure this clip sits right in that slot. That's secured. The other thing I'm going to do is, you'll notice my handbrake is sitting really high up. I'm not going to go through the process of adjusting it at the rear with the rear brakes. I will simply take a number 13 spanner or wrench, depending on where you're looking at this from, and I'll go ahead and tighten it so it's not it's pretty loose. As you can see, it's in pretty high up in order to be able to stop the truck. So really a number 13 and I should be good to go. Just make sure that's number 13. Yep. Actually, I stand corrected. I think I'll go with a 12 because number 13 feels like it'll strip it. So I'm going to go get a 12 and see how that works.